All right. All right, cool. 1 second. Just get everything set up real quick. Just sent out the link, share my screen. So we can get right into this weekly recap that we're about to do. And pull my chart real quick. All right, bet. So welcome guys to our weekly recap. Obviously we're gonna be recapping the week that we just had. All right. If you have any pairs that you would like me to go over, any questions that you want me to answer, just type it in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right. So I'm not gonna really wait for too long. Let's just get right into it. All right. Let's start with the plays I called during the week. Trade room. All right, cool. So before the year had ended, I gave this prediction of my 3 plans that I was looking for GU. All right. So currently, Plan C was in effect. So let's look at GU quick to see if it did its thing. To be honest. So GU. Where's my time at? Oh, 1 second, guys. Hold on. Where's the time at? Oh, all right, cool. So let's just hop on GU on a higher time frame. All right. So before the week had ended, we was up here. All right. So obviously it came down. This 136 level that I was hoping to hold for it to take higher, unfortunately didn't hold. All right. It was just like, going on top of it, going through it, going to the bottom. It was just like basically just going up and down, up and down. All right. So it didn't really respect this 1.3600 level. All right. So let's take a closer look at some of the plays we could have got into. All right, as you can see, it did a gigantic drop off this 1.3700 level. All right, and let's hop on a daily to see if that was, another point of resistance in the past. All right, nonetheless, it's still a sec level, so it's still major. All right, so and also, like I said, expect a big drop from USD pairs because normally during the first, weeks within the January month, all right, they tend to do a big drop, all right, just to start off the month, all right, and the year. So yeah, like I said, that happened. Did a 150 pip drop, all right. So on the daily, we couldn't find nothing, but let's hop on the 15-minute just to get a closer look at some of the entries we could have got into. All right. All right, cool. So it was on a uptrend, made its higher highs, higher lows, broke through this 13600 level. Okay, didn't quite come down to retest it, but if we draw a rectangular box, it was around that area. 1 second, computer acting stupid. What the heck? Oh, Magnus on, no wonder. All right, where's my fault? All right, so as you can see, it came around that area, right? The area. Still, I wouldn't have gotten into this because probably I would have missed it if I was looking at my chart, and the time was 21. All right, yeah, it was close to London, but at the same time, I wanted to like a strong wick off of this 1.3600 level, because if you look in the past, right, like I showed you on the 4 hour, right, double top right here, significant major level right here, significant resistance. Okay, so I wanted that to confirm as support. All right, obviously it didn't, but that's why I wanted to wait for that wick to confirm as support. I missed the play, but it's all good because it wasn't really it was a 100 pip play, but I just wanted to play it safe, and it came down very heavy off this mid level as well. So I saw these two gigantic strong candles coming down. I was not really looking forward to buy that because the momentum was pushing down too much for me to enter. So it was just a safe play I did. Also, you could have still got you could have still entered because this gray area zone I marked up here. Go back on the 4 hour. All right, this was just a wicks. All right, so this is still considered as resistance over here because all I did was literally took my rectangular box, came from top wick to the body, and just dragged it over. All right, so it's like a little zone, a little resistance zone you could have played off of as well, right? If it had gone up to the top and retested it, you would have been had another entry, but you would have had a little off risk to reward ratio. Okay, so I just mainly put that just so I know. That's not like really an entry for me. I just put it just so I know. That's what a wick that's what a wick went to in previous time. All right, so obviously history can repeat itself. So we just want to be mindful of that resistance up top as well. All right, but mainly it just came off this 1.3600 level. Okay, so come back to the 15. Right, so we missed that entry. Well, I missed that entry. I don't know if any of y'all caught money off of that, but I missed that entry. It went up for 100 pips. All right, and I was gonna enter at this major level as well. Right. However, what time was this? Yeah, it was way too late for me too. So when it got up to this major level, it was really slow for me because first of all, I didn't even enter trades. Wait, hold on, my fault. 3. Okay, this was in the morning. This was during London. All right, cool. So I was asleep. I missed my entry right here. And I just went to sleep. But you could have added another entry right at this mid level. Okay, came down, rejected, 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 rejected. Came up. All right. Had a little hesitation right here. Came back down again. And you probably hit stop loss on this. If you put your stop loss right on this mid level, right? It was just consolidating and just messing around at this mid level. So it wasn't really doing nothing, right? So if you would have got this entry right here, you would have been straight. You would have hit stop loss. But if you had this entry right here, which I don't know any of you had because it didn't really, come down, right? I just want multiple rejections on this major level. But if you didn't get this entry right here and you got this entry right here, unfortunately you lost money. But it still went up to that take profit of 1.3700. All right. From there, it did a total drop. All right. It didn't reverse. It didn't reverse fully because a reverse needs to have resistance held. All right. It just did a big gigantic drop. All right. Now, for those of you that try to get in again at this major level while it was dropping, you probably lost money, as you can see, because you was entering at a price. You was entering when the market when price was actually making lower lows and lower highs. It was on a downtrend. The whole market wasn't in a downtrend, but the price was in a downtrend. All right. So you just had to wait until it got here and just chilled and consolidated on top of this major level. It just ripped right through it, made a lower high, and then this mid level saved us from going all the way down. Let's see why it saved us on a 4 hour. Let's peep it. And notice how I keep going back and forth to my 15-minute and 4 hour. This is exactly how I trade. All right. I always want to make sure certain candles close on top of certain levels on a higher time frame, and then when I dumb it down, that's where I will be entering my my trades at. Once you get to an intermediate section, you will learn more about that when you obviously get to me. All right. So All right, as you can see, this major level. I mean, that's not major level. This mid level acting as a major level. All right, many rejections on this top on top of this mid level. Okay, so this mid level actually saved us from doing a complete reversal. All right, it still has a chance to do reversal if all right. And I was gonna talk about this on my Sunday live, but you know what, might as well. All right, I'll just reiterate it on Sunday. But this is support right here. If it comes back to that major level, 1.3600, right? The level I was hoping to hold to get held, right? If it comes back up here and it retests this major level, okay, it could very much well just reverse. This would be like the deal breaker. This or a double top on this. All right. So just be mindful of when you're trading next week. And also I will reiterate my plans for the week coming up on Sunday. All right, this is just a past plays. Okay. So yeah. So when that came down, all right, came down all the way to the major level. I mean to the mid level right here. A 1.3550. All right. Double bottom right here. Double bottom. Clone. Come on, man. Boom. All right. Obviously you can see it, but I just want to mark it up just because. So double bottom right there. Boom. Right. If you wanted to, you could have got into that double bottom play. However, you have to be mindful that price is dropping currently. All right. A double bottom does mean a bullish reversal. But at times when you're like on a downtrend, it could just be making a higher low. I mean a lower high, come back down, just resist this for a little bit, and then just continue going down. So when you buy double bottom, just follow the trend in the market. All right, just never don't try to counter trend or anything. Like go against the whole trend. It's just gonna make you have anxiety and then make you lose bread and all. So just stay away from it. Obviously when you get to me, you will learn about that and avoid things like that. All right, but as you can see, right, it did go a little bit of it did go 50 pips up, but it didn't take out this previous high. All right, so still, price is still dropping a little bit, but we still have this floor that's saving us. All right, so came back down again, right? 3600 still didn't hold. All right, so it came back down again. Okay, now we're here. So we're at this mid level again, right? Like after what was this? Beginning of the week. This was hold on. What was this? 2 days ago. Today that was Wednesday. Yeah, so Wednesday we had that drop. So this week was kind of slow for GU. Only had like one or two solid plays, to be honest. But yeah, always look at a higher time frame because right now GU is potentially looking for a reversal. Okay, so we can have some sort of head and shoulder pattern. Show you right here. This would be one. 2. And if price comes back here again, hesitates on this 4-hour, drops, head and shoulders. That's a reversal right here. All right, we can see a drop going into the week. And also I will go over this on Sunday as well. But yeah, that's what GU did in the past week. It had a nice drop and then really didn't do anything after that. So yeah, that's why it's important to for you to have a bias as well, because let's say you're a person that you want to maximize your profits, but you get into the trade, you get into buys and sells. All right, you're kind of rushing it, but this is the main reason why. All right, so if you're not like perfect with your trading, because this is more so scalping than intraday trading. So right, if you don't have a bias, let's say you went for buys and sells. Okay, you could have seen this big gigantic drop, got into sell right here. All right, cool, you would have made bread. All right, now you've seen this, came back to the mid level. All right. Sorry. And you might have wanted to buy it at this mid level. Okay. Cool. You made money. Came down. All right. Made money again. But you wanted to get into another buy. Okay. Oh, it breaks. So now you close your buy and then you get it for a sell. All right, cool. You made a little bit of money, but it went back up. All right. So you close your buy. I mean, you close your sell to get to a buy. You made a little bit of money, and then it went back down. So you probably like all this bread you probably got. You probably lost within this nonsense. All right. So this is something you really got to learn once you get to me as well, and also Carlos, the beginning trainer, beginning coach. You're gonna learn how to pick up buys. It's really easy. Just pick up buys, flip a coin, okay, and just follow that buys at all times. That's the hard part. Just follow the buys at all times. All right. So yeah, that's enough for GU. I'm gonna move on to GJ. As you know, GJ and GU move similar, right? But GJ is kind of a bit of in a better situation than GU bullish wise. All right. So same scenario, okay? Just like GU, double top on here. So this is the level I'm looking for it to be held. 141.000. All right. But let me not get to that first. Let's get into past plays you could have got it into with GJ. All right. So let's start on January right there. Right there. All right, cool. So where's it at? All right. So January 03, right here. All right, cool. So just to start off the week, right? We was already at this resistance zone. All right, 141.000. We were at that resistance zone already. So the week could have entered this, right? You could have seen all this nonsense. This is typically on consolidation, right? It's just a consolidation, fake breakout, didn't really respected it, but it didn't really wick off of it. All right. So once you've seen, this is why I use a 5 minute sometimes too. Just to find my high lows and high highs within the 15-minute candles. All right. But nonetheless, this should be a target 141.000. All right. Even though it came off an uptrend, right? It's consolidating. All right. So consolidation is an opportunity for you to get into the trade, whether it's going up or down. You still have to be mindful of the trend as well, though. Okay. But nonetheless, this respected this 141 level and then dropped. All right. So I'm on a 5 minute. All right. You could have gotten at this wick. What time was this? 2:35 a.m. All right, so that's the middle. This is the start of London session. So you could have gotten at the wick at 2 o'clock, right on when it started, and then right when it started, it just dropped. All right. So as it dropped, as you know, I have this mid level marked up as well. Respected this mid level, bounced up. However, it still made a lower high. All right, kind of messed up with this. This is why I have it. This is on a 4 hour. All right, let me just show you why I have this gray zone marked up. One second. Oh no, I don't know why I have this. Just delete that. It's probably a mistake. All right, cool. So as you can see, came up, hit this mid level, bounced off of it, right? Came back and made a lower high. All right, then came back down. This is if you guys remember what I was talking about for the double bottom, right? This is what I'm talking about as well. Prime example. Okay, it kind of double bottom right here. Like if you didn't see anything else, and you want to get into a buy, all right, cool. This could have been double bottom in a sense, right on a 15. But as you can see, came back up and then just came back down. All right. So this is why I say be mindful of price and what it's actually doing, because it's still in the downtrend. The price is still, going for sales. So you're contradicting yourself if you go for a buy at this point and then you just lost money. All right. So just follow the trend at all times. Okay. So once the game came down, right? I had this, little zone for my lower highs on the 5 minute, kind of matched up on here. All right. So it whipped a lot, then came back down, came back to this major level. So this is where I had my take profit. All right. I always have my TPs to major level, level to level. All right. So this is where my TP at. All right, and went down for 100 pips. So let me get my ruler right here. 100, firm 100. All right. So yeah, that was a firm sell. Okay. Now looking for another opportunity to get in. All right. So it hit this target, well, my target at least. All right. Hit this target of 100 pips out of the trade. Now we're gonna look for another trade we could have got into. All right. Mindful that this is still a downtrend. Okay. So during the time, this was like what, 12? Yeah, nah, I'm not even with that. So normally, like if this wasn't a high volatile session, I would have sold again right here because that would have been a retest of this major level. Just take it all the way down. But notice the time. The time was 12 o'clock, 12:30. All right, 12:45, 12:30. All right. Be mindful of the time that you're trading as well, because 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock through 12 o'clock to 12 a.m. is basically when price is starting to set up again for another opportunity. All right. So it's really gonna move slow during those times. So if you do enter at that, at that time, you might be in red for a little bit, and then once it gets that high volatile session, you will then see your trade play out. All right. But I'd rather, just save myself all that heartache and watch my trade during that long period of time and just wait for an entry around a good volatile time. All right. The normal time I trade is usually I hop on my laptop at during Asian session, and more specifically 9 o'clock, and then I probably enter the trade between, maybe if it's a really good setup, 11 o'clock, 11:30 the earliest, and then 1:30 the latest. All right. So it's gonna vary from pairs to pairs, but my GBP pairs and JPY, not so much JPY pairs, but GBP pairs, they usually move during London session for myself. So if you have a specific pair, that you're eyeing right now, figure out what times they move and plan your trading according to that time frame. All right. It's only gonna save you some bread and anxiety. All right. So just a little tip for y'all. But yeah, so let's find a good time that we could have entered this trade at. All right. So like I said, this whole time, Asian session, like once 12 o'clock hit, Asian session through Asian session, the whole Asian session, just consolidated. So like right around like 23, I believe that's 12 o'clock. Yeah, 23. You could have had an entry. Any of these entries would have been straight. All right. Any of these entries. Okay. And obviously it went down for 50 pips. Okay. Went down for 50 pips. Unfortunately, it didn't come all the way down to our major level of 139, which is really our target. But if you close your trade early, you notice higher high, higher low on a 5 minute, then you would have got maybe like $4. I mean, not $4, $40 if you had 0.1. Like myself, I usually use 0.1s. You would have had $40. And then if you came all the way down here, you would have had about $100. You would have had about $90 to $100. So let's just hop on a 4-hour time frame just to see if this mid level was like really, really significant. And as you can see, it was. All right, right here. Just mind this gap. This was ending of the week, but this was still resistance. I mean support. Okay, support right here, support right here. Oh, this was where we at right now. But yeah, so this mid level was pretty significant, as you can see. All right, so where was at? All right, so unfortunately, we didn't get, well, for you sellers, you guys didn't get that 100 pip drop. Okay, right here, even right here, you could have got another entry, but unfortunately, you would have lost bread. All right, so yeah, so now, right, it broke through. Right, so in order for this to hold as support, we need a nice retest off this major level. All right, we didn't really have that, as you can see. Fake out right there. All right, on a 15-minute timer, we had a fake out, so I missed my entry right here because I didn't really trust it. But if you look on a 4 hour, yeah, on a 4 hour it's still kind of wonky too. So I missed that play as well. All right. This price was too volatile. All right. I want a nice rejection off this line right here. All right. But yeah, after they did that, right, came back up, came retested that right there. So you could have got an entry right there, 5 minute. I just missed it personally. Repeating. What's it at? Like right here. All right, word. Yes, you could get an entry right here as well. All right. But yeah, so let's just go into the week. My fault. I'm just seeing. So came back up to this mid level. Okay, still resistance until it finally broke through, and it didn't test a support yet. All right, so you gotta be mindful that it didn't test a support. This is still, you know, a good resistance, right? It needs to be tested. So we can look to see, right? I'm just go with a little bit to this. We can look to see, you know, something like this, right? Off this major level double top of some sort, right? And then come down and retest this. If you get this retest coming back up, right, should be in good shape. And then also, if you get a good retest off of this, then we should be in good shape, you know, for the next level going up, 142, which is a gigantic top on a daily, I think. Yep. So like you see, you can you know, come up to this point and then just completely drop after that, right? So yeah, that's my take on GJ. Does anybody have any questions before I move on? I think GJ and GU is pretty much like the only ones I want to go over. Let me look at EU. Not entered EU this week either. But you can still go over if you wanted to. I want a 4 hour. So EU is still on that, you know, climb during the week. I think EU did drop. I don't know where it did. So like I said, USD pairs had a significant drop during the week. Was it at? Let's see if EU did the same thing. It was so much GU though. So GU did drop a little bit. All right, only down to this 50. Only down to this mid level. All right. So GU really didn't do nothing. Yeah, it did nothing. All right. But yeah, if anybody don't want me to go over EU, I just move on. Why did they drop? Oh, seasonality, bro. So you know, if you go back in your charts, right, and I always look on Google as well to see, you know, what's up with these pairs, to see different answers. So what I found is seasonality has a factor, has an impact on it. So, you know, in the beginning of January, USD pairs seem to have strength. So if USD has strength against pairs, I mean against different currencies, then it could very much bring the whole pair down. All right, because in order for to go into a sell, you need the second pair and the second currency in the pair to be strong. So if USD is strong and then EUR, it can be modestly, you know, strong as well or weak, it could still bring the whole thing down. All right, so I think EU was modestly strong as well. That's why they didn't really, you know, tragically go all the way down. But it still, you know, reacted to that resistance and the seasonality. We can still see USD pairs drop, you know, in January. We just got to be mindful of seasonality and all that. But did I answer your question, bro? Right now, it's on top of this major level. Ooh. Was it? Let me know if I answered your question, bro. I'll move on. Yeah, EU did nothing. Yeah, nothing. There was really no clean moves unless like no, that was December right here. Yeah, this is the only clean move right here. Came all the way up, multiple wicks, multiple wicks. If you see multiple wicks like this, 9 times out of 10, that joint is coming down, bro. It's coming down like, oh my god, so much rejection. Like this is what you know mostly want to see on all your pairs going into the 15-minute. Constant rejection on a psych level is key. All right, but you can get some of those sniper entries where it's like one candle, right? Just hitting that level and then just ticking up. So there's really multiple ways you can get into a trade, but I like this very much right here. All right, so it still didn't really do anything though. All right, so yeah, if that's it, I'm just gonna move. I'm just gonna get off this. But yeah, be sure to come back on Sunday, same time, 2:30 for our weekly Sunday pre-market setup. All right, we're just gonna go over some pairs and some entries we can get into for the upcoming week. All right, so stay tuned for that. And then yeah, just keep up with the app. If you're not already in the app, I will drop the link in the bio, and then also my social media, my social security number, my social media. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just ask me directly, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. All right. With that being said, I'm out of here. See y'all in the